Welcome to the show. Against my better judgment, hit the like, smash subscribe. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome to the show. Against my better judgment, hit the like, smash subscribe. Let's go, let's go. Welcome to the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome to the show.
Bitch, did you guys see that Candace actually obviously agreed to debate Andrew Wilson? But guess what? They actually did set up a debate for Friday. I can't even believe it. This is going to be so good. Candace is going to eat this dude. She's just going to eat him. Okay. She's eating for two now. She's going to gobble him up and just, that's going to be the end. I just can't believe that she would waste her time with this dude, honestly. He is such a chode. I cannot with him. But yeah, he's already, I mean, the whole debate thing's already lighting the entire internet on fire. We're going to take a look at all the different things that Candace had to go through to actually get this debate set up, okay? Because this dude is just such a whiner. Like, he just he makes me totally sick. He makes me totally sick. So we're going to walk through every little back and forth online. I think he's still over there whining and going through things like, well, you agree that you automatically win if you say fart 3 times. I agree that I automatically win if I do not. It's just ridiculous. And Candace is like, bitch, no, we ain't doing that. She's already starting to lay down the law. It's going to be so good. But again, I don't think she should platform this D-bag. I really don't. I think he's just, I don't know. I think he's just so not worth anybody's time. And I didn't even really want to talk about him over here on the channel, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious. So I figured I would. But yeah, I just, I honestly, I don't think he's smart enough. I don't think he's like, Candace is just so well put together. And when you look at how Charlie Kirk was and you compare the two, like this Andrew and Charlie, it's like polar opposite. It's like he doesn't even compare to Charlie in any way, shape, or form. I just don't know. It's sickening, okay? But we're gonna look through it because it was hilarious. He's over there whining and like it's a lot. It's a lot. He's so extra. He's so extra. But welcome in, Snoops. How are you? And Kathy is here today. Welcome, Kathy. We've got 2 live streams up and running, people. Please remember that we've got the vertical going for those of you guys who like and prefer that format, although you can't see the chat that's going on in the other format. So you all have to be on the same page to see the entire chat, or just do you stay on whichever one you prefer and chat with those people who are there, because there's people in both. But if you don't like the vertical, there's a link in the description. There's also a pinned link in the comment section you can click on to get over to this other one. All right. Kathy was the first like. Hold up. Hold up. All y'all better have hit that like button. I am sitting here in distress right now. I'm so hurt. Oh my God. If I had feelings, they would be hurt right now. Seriously. You guys better hit that like button or nobody's going to show up. And we're going to have to just cancel the live because it's going to be really, really stupid. Welcome in, girly. Welcome, welcome. G Key Man is here. Hi, G Key. Chuck Soup. Hello. Who else is here? Cheesy is here. Welcome in, Cheesy. He said, "Oh my God, I can watch one live." Hello, everyone. I'm glad you could make it in. Thank you for coming by. Honey is here. John Doe is here. Welcome in, John Doe. Lovey is here. Hello, hello. Who else? Who else? Who else? Did I say hi to Honey? Hi, Honey. Erica is here. Welcome in, Erica. Ames is here. Oh, let's see. Walk with Val, I think. She said, "Yes, bitch, my effing favorite channel." All right, that's what's up. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so very much. Let's see. Kia Beth, all right. And Rachel is here. Welcome in, Rachel. I think I said hi to Ames. Hi, Ames. And Robert's here. All right, welcome in, welcome in. Painful Truth is here. Been a member for 4 months. Thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. And yes, you could buy me a coffee at the link that he just put in there. Thank you so much for posting the link. I appreciate that. Let's see. Amy became a new member. Welcome, welcome in, Amy, to the channel. You are now Snarky B, just like the rest of us. Welcome to the family. Welcome in, welcome in. AC is here. Hi, AC. This new mouse, I can never get it to click on things. It takes me like 3 clicks to get any of these comments to come up. Kayla's here. Welcome in, Kayla. Painful Truth, thank you for the super sticker. I see, I can't click the damn super sticker. What's the deal? Okay, there it is. Thank you. Jen Garcia is here. Thank you so much, Painful Truth, for the super sticker, by the way. Sorry, I got distracted by the mouse. Thank you. Jen Garcia is here. Amy is here. Welcome in. Green Eyed Nana's also here. That's what's up. Ellie is here. All right. All right. Yes, we are yanking and banking over here, bitches. Yes, we are. And we're about to take a look. Yeah, yes, this is pretty much, I think, a lot of our attitude right here. Welcome in, Zarn. And they said, "Does it surprise anybody that TPUSA brought in a complete scumbag to take Charlie's place?" And no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Not at all. Not at all. No. 22 Midnight is here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi from Australia. That's what's up. So you must be up pretty dang early over there, 22. Pretty dang early. Well, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate that. Yeah, guys, I figured we could just do like a summary of what the hell's all been going on this entire week. It's been a lot of stuff. It's been a lot of stuff, but mostly it's very interesting because of this stupid ass debate. I mean, I understand Candace's desire to pretty much annihilate this dude. He's been running his mouth for so long. Every time he debates someone, he's just such a weirdo. A lot of stuff happened over on his interview with Joe Rogan. I mean, I was watching Coach, and Coach is like, "Yo, you know what? Joe Rogan's pretty much exposed after this because we can pretty much see like what he's been up to, right? Why would you have this total doucher, like this total doucher on to talk about what? And the stuff that he's asking him, he already knows the answers to. Like he's acting like he didn't know any of this stuff, and he's asking Andrew about it, and Andrew's just giving all these just ridiculous answers. And Coach summed it up really well. He really did. It's like Joe's pretty much exposed himself as basically, like we kind of know what's up with that right now. And also some of the stuff that this Andrew was saying over there was just strange given his position on a lot of things. He's out here giving his position on geez, he was talking so much smack on Erica Kirk, like what, 3 months before they then hired him to train some of their debaters or hold a course, like a 1-day course is I think what he's claiming, like a 1-day thing where he like trains these debaters to, I guess, just scream in people's face and yell obscenities at them really loudly until, they're just like, I can't even debate this person because you can't debate someone screaming in your face. I don't know if that's what he trained them for or not. I'm not real sure. We're going to see his chops, though. We're going to take a look at what he's got because he's going up against Candace Owens, who I would say is arguably one of the best debaters of our lifetime. I mean, right? I don't know what I think he's just trying to get like a name for himself, in my personal opinion. I think that's just what he wants. He wants that little bit of fame and he didn't care how he gets it, right? But he's on Joe Rogan. He's all over the place. All of a sudden, like he's this really cool, like really great guy. I mean, what do you have to do to get recognition, I guess, is just be a giant piece of crap nowadays. Because if you're a decent person, it seems like nobody cares to bother with you, right? How long did it take Charlie to get, like all the views and things that he got? And this guy comes out and they just put him right out there front and center. He acts like a total dickbag. And they're all basically, a lot of people are out there telling him off. But when you're over on X, you make money for however many people interact with you. It doesn't matter if they're telling you to go F yourself or not. Right. So that's the same way I think Paramount Tactical makes a lot of his dough over on X, is by people that adore and love Candace Owens basically telling him off. Because whenever he posts something against her, all of her fans come in and they're like, you know what, F off, and they tell him what a piece of crap he is. But every single time they like comment in his comments, that's just more money for him. That's just more and more for Gary. So people are actually giving him money by telling him off. And at this point, I'm pretty sure like they don't care where this money comes from as long as they're getting this income, right? I mean, I don't know because I'm not them. Obviously, I'm super stupid. I know nothing, as the banner at the bottom says. No, I don't know anything 100% for sure. All my opinions. I'm just saying, like, come on now. But nevertheless, we all saw Candace Owens basically say, you know what, this guy came across my thing. We were ignoring him for a while because we thought he just wanted to make a name for himself by paying me to get on my platform. So we ignored him. But now we found out that there's this guy called Andrew Wilson. He wants to actually debate me. She basically said, like, you have to have Turning Point USA claim you and say that they are sending you out here to debate me. You have to come to me. You can't smoke in my home, things like that. Very, very few demands. I mean, she didn't really make that many demands, right? She said 500,000, not 300. And so that's what she said on her show the other day. And so Andrew Wilson comes back, and it was 15 hours ago. So what would that have been? Would that have been right after her show? No, that would have been about 24 hours ago. So this was like not very long after she did her show that he came back. He said, my counter back. I mean, you can't just accept the offer, right? He has to counter, of course. I mean, this is like, he reminds me of one of these like nitpickety little bitches. My counter back, 500K is fine. I will crowdfund it. And this is the problem. This is the whole thing. This asshole could actually crowdfund $500,000 just to sit down and discuss something with Candace Owens. I mean, what are we all doing wrong, guys? Seriously, what are we all doing wrong? Could you imagine crowdfunding 500K by next week? I mean, could you imagine that? I mean, I can't even fathom $500,000, and this douche is going to be able to crowdfund it in a week. He said, travel there is fine. On neutral ground, it can't be her studio. That's a ridiculous ask. Now, I just have to ask you guys, what in the world would it really matter if a pregnant lady just wants to stay in her home where she feels safe? and you can't go to her house and debate her? Are you serious? Are you really going to cry about neutral ground? It's a debate. It's a discussion. What do you mean neutral ground? Do the words that come out of your mouth make a difference depending where you're sitting? Is that what it is? You can't hold a great debate if you're sitting in Candace's house, but you can at the Denny's down the street. Like, what is it? What is it? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, come on, son. Come on, son. Sounds like bitch stuff to me. Debate has to be 3.5 hours with hour-long cross-examinations. It has to be 3.5 hours. So if you're doing hour-long cross-examinations, how do you get that? What's up with the half hour, the extra half hour? So one of you gets 2 hour-long cross-examinations and one of you gets only an hour and a half and then it ends. Is that what it is? I mean, how do you get 3.5 hours for somebody when there's 2 people in the debate? Makes no sense, right? And at least in my opinion. She can go first and examine any views of mine on the Kirk unaliving. He doesn't even capitalize Kirk. Like, can't even give Charlie that respect, right? As long as I get an hour for cross-exam. I don't know about this. I think that's ridiculous to go for an hour long. I think that's kind of like, because what you say at the beginning of the hour kind of, I would imagine, gets forgotten in the shuffle of things, right? If you're going to cross-examine, like, I don't know. She's not in court. It's a debate. I don't know. I'm not a debater, but this sounds stupid, honestly. An hour? She's going to sit there and talk for an hour? She sits there and talks for an hour every day. She's already gave her point, and she's already gave all this. Like, what? Stupid. Understand she's pregnant, so she needs a break after an hour and a half to walk. So she gets only an hour and a half, and then she gets a break. Like, he's literally trying to do the same thing Victor Marx did. Immediately trying to set all the rules of this debate, right? An hour and a half since she's pregnant, an hour and a half to get up and walk around. But like, she can't take a bathroom break a half an hour in or anything. Only an hour and a half. And if she takes a bathroom break, what is that? An automatic loss, Andrew? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? If she has to piss like 20 minutes in, she loses. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. For 500K in 3.5 hours is plenty reasonable. I don't know anybody who thinks $500,000 to talk to Candace for 3.5 hours is reasonable. I don't know anyone else that would think that. Okay. I would never in a million years pay $500,000 to sit down with Candace Owens. I love her to death, but there's no goddamn way in hell. Not at all. Okay. $500,000 could be used for plenty of other things, to help this world, to help the poor people in this world, whatever. I would never, ever pay that much to debate Candace Owens. I wouldn't, not at all. Lastly, the only stipulation I can't agree to is the TPUSA has to claim Andrew thing. That is just requesting we both lie. I don't work for TPUSA and never have. I did one contract work. So basically then you did work for them for like one time. He says, I represent myself. This would be like me asking her to claim she's representing Tyler Robinson. She is representing herself. This all seems reasonable, and if Candace agrees, I will get to work setting it up. Lastly, I'm obviously not going to be smoking indoors. Deal? And I love how he says, obviously not going to be smoking indoors, but every time we see him on a debate, he's got the lights out and he's smoking indoors. So I love how he's like, obviously I wouldn't be doing that. But like, even though I do it every single other time, obviously I won't be doing it this time. Like, it's so obvious, Candace, you dumbass bitch. It's so obvious I won't be smoking indoors. It's like, obviously. Oh, okay, is it obvious? Is it so obvious? Okay. So super obvious. Super obvious. Wow, dude. So moving past that, right? He says this. Let's see what people said about this. I never did read the comment section of this one. Oh, Lionel chimed in. He says, apparently the Lionel in his words, apparently the benighted moonbat did not listen carefully to Candace yesterday, or perhaps ever, or of her many broadcasts, yesterday's might have been her finest moment. Thorough and comprehensive, surgical and devastating. She proves once again to be the I can't with Lionel, something or other of the subject, even subject event who will eviscerate and emasculate the chain-smoking boar. The poser. How profoundly delicious. Wait until he is presented with the seemingly endless litany of facts and data that will waylay this I'm just gonna say doofus. I don't know what he means here. Let him try to modulate his articulation disordered stigmatism and sibilance. Sadly, don't expect anything to come of his accepting any offer from Candace, especially when TPUSA has to accept as conditions precedented to commencement their acknowledgement of agency. As anodyne as Blake and Andrew and even Erica are, they are a trioca of Oxford dons compared with this synthetic simp. As the Tom Cruise version of Jack Reacher famously noted, remember you wanted this. Oh, goodness gracious. Here somebody says, translated, apparently, this idiot, I love it. Translation. Apparently, this idiot either didn't listen to Candace Owens yesterday or never listens to her. Her show yesterday was one of her best. She was extremely thorough and absolutely destroyed the opposing argument. This guy is a cowardly fraud, and she's going to make him look ridiculous. Just wait until he actually has to confront all the facts and evidence. He's going to get steamrolled, and I'd love to watch him try and talk his way out of it. Unfortunately, I don't think he'll actually accept Candace's challenge, especially because TPUSA would first have to acknowledge that he was acting as their agent/representative. Blake, Andrew, and Erica may be boring, but compared with this guy, they look like Oxford professors. And if he does accept, remember, he asked for this. Actually, thank you so much for Arkansas Kendall for the translation. Because, I mean, Lionel with the words, I absolutely love it. But, I mean, you make us all look like idiots when we try to read your post, Lionel. I don't approve of that. Okay, I really don't. Artifacts, who's one of my favorites, says this whole thing is low-key embarrassing. Low-key embarrassing.
Have passed through the ranks of this conference, but I won't say any names. But they I don't know. It's really troubling because we never do friendly fire, Candace and I. But it seems as if we're fighting too much R on R, conservative on conservative fire at times. And look, the enemy is the left, folks. And we don't have time to get involved in crossfire or to get involved in friendly fire.
Oh, why? Yeah, then Honest Ash says, why does she care to debate you if you're not representing TPUSA? She wants answers from them, not you. Andrew Wilson can't afford to do the 500K. Laughing. Oh gosh, I forgot about that too, guys. Andrew actually went on he's arguing with this Z Sanchez from Unfuck America. He was arguing with her and she has the voice recordings of him, what he says back to her. It's so sad and ridiculous. He's like the kid at school that you really wanted to beat up, but you felt so bad for him that you didn't ever beat him up. You know what I mean? You know that kid that you were just like, bro, oh my gosh, this dude needs a beat down, but you just never did it because you just felt that bad for them. Like they're so annoying, but you just feel sad for them. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm talking about. You know that kid. Every one of us knows that kid. That's what he reminds me of in those voice memos. And we're going to take a look at those momentarily because they're hilarious and just absolutely bonkers, to be honest. Just like, I mean, bonkers, in my opinion, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. Anyhow, pretty much everybody's like, you know, here. Oh, Andrew got in on this one. Hang on. This ought to be good. Somebody says, whoa, wait. A ridiculous ask, kind of like scheduling a debate on a podcast at midnight and giving her a 24-hour deadline and then only allowing her to participate in person. Is the irony over your head? And what's a lot to ask is her to debate a guy no one's ever heard of. What happened to any time and place? And Adri says, whatever you are talking about has nothing to do with me and I don't care. And somebody goes, wait. And he goes, wait, who is this? And then ass says he doesn't know everything about the case, so he doesn't even know what you're referring to, laughing. He literally doesn't know what you mean. And Andrew says, he isn't referencing the case, moron, LOL. Hey, Andrew, can you open up a jar of pickles for me, please? You're so easy. They just ripped on him. They just rip on him and rip on him. And yeah, he's like, he never has anything, like, he never just does a good burn. It's always like so like sad. It's like sad. It's very sad. Very sad. So then moving past that, Mason Lemmy posted a good post about this, and he basically says, listen, men used to go to war, okay? And this dude is saying going to a 7-month pregnant woman's podcast studio is a ridiculous ask. He said, you're such a cuck, Andrew. How's your ran through wife with 3 baby daddies? And that was terrible to say. That was terrible to say, but pretty funny. How's your ran through wife? Yikes. Mason went there. Oh my goodness, Mason. Now. His wife doesn't have nothing to do with it. I actually feel bad for that lady, okay? Really bad. Really bad for her. So let's not get in on his wife. So then I guess somebody just basically goes, why not debate for free and show us all the evidence and prove naysayers wrong? It's just like some random dude. I guess he says this to Candace, and Candace had to straighten his ass out. Okay, look at this long ass post. She goes, you must be new here. Okay, I've literally made that offer repeatedly on my show over the course of 10 months to join a public discussion with TPUSA representative Andrew, Blake, Erica, Frank, Brian Harpole, anyone at TPUSA that was present on September 10th. It feels that I'm misrepresenting the truth about this case. I have said I am happy to join the Charlie Kirk show virtually at any time that is most convenient to them for as long as they'd like. They've been absolute cowards, repeatedly claiming I have no evidence and constantly platforming various people to assert I have no evidence and rebut claims that I've never made. Their preferred method is to fight me by proxies, hence Andrew Wilson's sudden ankle biting after he visited their headquarters. That is why one of my conditions is that they have to claim their horse. Oh my gosh. Stop being cowards and simply say, yes, we support Andrew in this debate. That isn't hard. Claim a horse for me to debate on your behalf. If you don't want to, just have a regular, open public conversation about the facts of the case, which I remain ready to do with them on Charlie's show entirely for free, as I always have. The offer stands in perpetuity. So yeah, she was like, bitch, bitch. And so then she actually answers Andrew with his, my counter back to you. Like, I mean, of course he has to, because look, okay, the dude has to show that he's got a weenus. He's got to swing his weenus around. He's like, no, that ain't good enough. My offer back to you. It's always like that, right? Trying to bust that upper hand right away, like Victor Marks tried and failed, might I add, when he went over on her show. Okay, Andrew had to do the same thing. Like, no, my offer back to you. It can't just be, you know what? Great. I've been dying to debate her. I accept. I mean, she didn't even ask for that much shit, right? What did she really ask for? Come on. Okay. So she reads this and she goes, oh, so the rich, tough guy who had $300K to burn now only wants to do it if he can make it if he can make it 500K. Wait. Oh, so the rich tough guy who had $300K to burn now only wants to do it if he can make 500,000. Absolutely not. Because he said he wanted to, crowdfund. I think he said, wait. Oh yeah, here's what he said. He said 500K is fine. I will crowdfund it $1 million actually, so I get 500K as well. I forgot to read that part to you guys. He wanted to actually crowdfund $1 million, so then he gets 500,000 as well. That's what he wanted. That's terrible. Okay. So he wanted the 500K as well. So she said, oh, so the rich tough guy who had 300 to burn now only wants to do it if he can make the 500K too. Absolutely not. Here's my final offer. I'll accept your initial 300K, but I want it in person in my studio to overcome your suspicion that my team of 3 will be working against you. You can bring your own team of 3 to sit in the control room with them and assist the live fact checks. They will only be used to fact check because you proved on Joe Rogan that you'll lie and accuse people of working with the left and laundering money if you don't have an actual point. Again, you can bring your own team of 3 as well as your hand-picked moderator to confirm there were no tricks. I accept your moderator, Michael Knowles. I'm happy to do this week. No time limit. We are debating the case against Tyler Robinson and the surrounding evidence. That is a final offer, which is effectively your initial offer, my place. And so then let's see, did he get back on this comment? It's just and Artifact says, yeah, this is a final offer, which is effectively, your initial offer, my place. Time to man up. Paleo Christian, which is his name. She says, I can't wait to be overwhelmed. And she's just basically quoting all the times he said the evidence is overwhelming. I mean, it's just a joke at this point. I mean, now let me know, what do you guys think? Do you think she should even be debating him? Put a 1 in the chat if you think she should be debating him, and put a 2 in there if you don't think she should be debating him. I honestly think that she shouldn't even give him the time of day. I think she should just been like, who the hell is that? Now I ain't debating some loser, and then just moved on. But I think she just wants to crush somebody, and she's like, you know what? Let's do this. I think she really is just getting tired of having no target with Turning Point USA. She's got a lot to say. She's got a lot of facts that she wants to present. She wants to basically make her case and prove to all these people out there that these guys are absolutely ridiculous. And the best way to do that is to sit down and actually have a serious debate with somebody. That way she can get all her points across, and she can show everybody that she can easily crush this guy, literally just chew him up and swallow him whole, right? Done. I mean, I think she's going to prove her point really well in this debate. I just kind of hate to see her giving him any attention, because it seems like that's all he's out here for, is attention. And it seems like that's taking the eyes off of something else. And honestly too, I think they want him out here, like Blake and Andrew like him out here because he's like their little guard dog, because Blake and Andrew are both, like, in my opinion, allegedly giant wussies, and they can't stand all the hate that they're getting online. And then I've got to show you a post from Erica Kirk earlier today too, and it was hilarious. I literally read like 20 or 30 rude comments in her like initial post, and then one person who was like, that's so great, and then the rest were like rude comments again. They're literally not getting any good press out here at all. Like, nobody likes them at this point. I don't even know how they hired 120 new people. And I don't know how they even found 120 people to work for them. I really don't. These must be people that are hard up for money. Maybe people that are trying to spy on them, that kind of thing. I don't know. But let me see what you guys have to say in chat. I love you guys' comments and stuff. So leave a comment in the chat. I try to read them. It's always about the money, doofus. Let's see. Oh shit, really? Was he? Oh, yeah, that's something that I saw them talking about. That's one of the posts I had. Liz Allen. I have a post to show you guys that's actually from Unfuck America. Actually, let me see if I can find it now that you brought this comment up. Let me just pull up another page for you guys to check out. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff that happened, guys. Also, oh man, there's so many things. So let me just tell you about this other thing that happened too. So, with the Nolan Wells case, right? They try to say that we are conspiracy theorists. They're trying to say we're such conspiracy theorists, and, everything that we're saying about this case is ridiculous and all this stuff. But when it comes down to it, honestly though, guys, when it comes down to it, we don't do this we don't go off and freak out and think everything is suspicious and make theories and conspiracies out of thin air, right? It doesn't happen very often. When there's how many unalivings do we see and hear on the news all the time? Literally day after day, more and more unalivings pop up and we see them on the news and stuff. And we look at them and go, oh my gosh, that's terrible. Very rarely do we find one that has these like strange circumstances or mysterious things going on or things that we don't like to see. Well, recently, the case of Nolan Wells now is another thing where people are going, something's not right here. Something isn't right here. But I just wanted to bring that up because we don't do that with everything, right? We don't just go on and on about a case when there's nothing to see there, right? We don't just make shit up out of thin air and go, oh, it's so suspicious. We don't do that. And that's why since Charlie Kirk passed away, it's been what, an entire almost year, and nothing else has come across our radar. And then boom, what happens? It's been almost a year since we've seen anything else that suspicious, and now this whole Nolan Wells thing comes up. So it's not like we pick and choose these things all the time on every unaliving case or any high profile case. You know, it doesn't happen like that. It's something suspicious that sets us off, right? So I just hate when they try to act like that's the whole thing. It ticks me off because it's definitely not. We don't just make something out of nothing here. We don't. Let's see. Did I put under Andrew Wilson? Oh yes. Let's look at these very quickly because it's hilarious. Okay, these messages between the Z Cohen Sanchez and Andrew Wilson are freaking hilarious. So like Liz Allen said, the Ho was scheduled to debate the Unfuck America in person today and pulled out last minute. The Wilsons love talking about debates until it's time to actually show up, which I find hilarious, right? So funny to me. So let's have a listen to what they were talking about. See, there's a bunch of twos. Yep, two. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I kind of sort of like, I don't think she should have gave him the time. But, you know, again, I think she just wants, we got some ones. Okay, we got some ones. Yeah, I just think she just wants a target, right? She just wants a target. She's tired of this shit. She's like over it. And I can understand, you know. Yeah, it won't change his mind. You're right. That won't change his mind. Yeah, don't make that asshole relevant. Exactly. Yeah, he is not worth anyone's time, especially hers. I agree with that. I really do. He's annoying to me. Like so annoying and gross. It really truly is. Let's see. The woman bashing is disgusting. Come on. Oh, thanks for the love. Thanks for the love for my jokes. Yeah, the woman bashing is kind of bad. Neffy is definitely hard up. Yeah, I think they wanted like a protector, right? Basically, a protector out there because Andrew Wilson's got a mouth and he can be rude to people. You know what I mean? He's kind of like a mean me, you know, like if I wanted to be really mean, I'd be just like Andrew Wilson. Like I would be, because you know I'm snarky as hell and I can be a bitch, but I don't really just target anybody who says anything to me or whatever. And I'm not like going out here trying to hurt people's feelings. I'm just snarking on public figures. That's basically what I'm doing. But like this guy just is mean to everybody and anybody. And he's just so horrible to anybody who even comments to him. It's just wild. So he's like a mean version of me, right? He's like the mean, evil version of me. Anyways, so Andrew Wilson says, I don't know which thing I like better, trolling this hideous goblin or watching her post the trolling because she's so desperate for clout. Ha 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 ha. Which, I mean, I really doubt she's desperate for clout. She already has a bunch of clout, okay? She already has a bunch of clout. She's like what does she call herself? The counter to Turning Point USA, right? She's like the people, I guess what do they call that? I don't know. She's like she'll tell you in her own post. I think she says she calls herself the the biggest team on the left that counters Turning Point USA or something of that sort. But yeah, wait till you see these messages, guys. Totally ridiculous, totally childish. So I'm going to read through the ones from Z, or they're in blue. I'm going to actually shrink myself so you guys can see this bigger. It's not going to make it much bigger, but it will make it a little bigger. And we're going to read through Z's messages, and then I'll read through them until it gets to the voice, and then we'll listen to the voice. So let's see what they have here. Okay, so this is him laughing. All right, this is this one down here, about 3/4 of the way down. He was typing. He says, "Or what? You're going to make me another video. You're going to make another video nobody watches." Or no. She says, "Show the receipts right now." He says, "Or what? You're going to make another video nobody watches? LMFAO, ha ha ha." And then he laughs into the voice chat. Okay. That's him laughing. And then she says, "My last video was about you got more views than you got all week. Oh, my last video about you got more views than you got all week. And the sad thing is you're trying to be an influencer and I'm not. Now show the receipts." Now, I don't know what receipts she's referring to. Got no idea. But this is how it goes. He goes, "Oh, well, then you better go make another one. It's working out well for you then." She said, "One thing about me, Andrew, is that I will become your worst nightmare. I already humiliated your dumbass in front of TPUSA." And then this is his voice message for that.
Oh no, Z, don't be my worst nightmare. Oh no, please, no, oh no, stop, stop, oh no, it's my worst nightmare, oh, you fucking idiot, get the fuck out of here, you stupid bitch, get the fuck out of here.
All right. So let me just interject right here and say that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. You sound like a twat. Okay? You sound like a twat. You really do. That wasn't even like a burn. That was nothing. You just sounded like the dorky kid at school that needed slapped across the face, but everyone felt so bad for you, so they just didn't do it, right? You know what I mean? Sounds like he has been a keyboard warrior most of his life, and he probably did get beat up a lot in school. I imagine he's gotten beat up a lot in school because I'd imagine he probably ran his stupid ass mouth in school and people just, beat him up. So then he learned to debate and this kind of stuff so that he couldn't get beat up. He debates women, so he can't get beat up. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like to me, when you can't even just be a man. I'm so sick of these types of men who, you ain't strong when you go up against a woman. Women are made to be not as strong as men are, right? We're not as strong as men. We don't have as big as muscles. We don't run as fast. We don't jump as high. We're the weaker sex. And when men do this kind of thing with women, it just makes me so sick. It's like, go do this to another man. Show me what a man you are by doing this to another man. Talk like this to another man. And you don't really hear him saying this kind of stuff to other men, only typing it, right? You don't see him in their face saying it. It's such twat behavior. He sounds like a twat. I'm sorry. He sounds like a twat. Anyway, let's continue. So then he does that whole thing. "You stupid bitch." And she says, "Also, just a little advice for next time. I wouldn't talk about your wife's look again against Kyla's. The ratio was humiliating. If you want, you can hire me to do your PR. I cost more than you can afford, though. That was an easy thing to not respond to, and it wouldn't have been tragically humiliating, LMAO." Now, I don't know what they're talking about. I guess they brought up their wives' looks or something. I don't know why you would in a debate, but I don't know what that's about. Okay, so I guess he burped. Yeah, super genius. Super genius. I mean, she's just showing how smart he really is. You know what I mean? She said, "That's how I'd respond if I got that humiliated. I honestly low-key felt bad after seeing that." You know what? That's what I keep saying. Like, he's the person, like, you almost, like, you feel bad for him. You feel bad for him just how gross he is. Anyways, here's his response to that.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much, Z. You can go back to seething on your videos or whatever it is you do. I do thank you for your concern, though. It's very kind of you to reach out and make sure that I'm okay after my latest Rogan appearance. It's rough out here, I gotta tell you. But I'm glad a bunch of lefties got together to do a ratio on X that nobody will remember in a week. Anyway, have a good night.
And I just have to interject again. Like, you've got to be really bored to engage in this shit. Like, who's DMing somebody this shit? Like, I wouldn't have time. Honestly, I don't even do as much. I've never even been on Joe Rogan. I'm not super popular. I don't have like millions of people watching me. And I still don't got the time to sit on here and burp into the voice text just to piss off a lady. You know what I mean? Like, who has time for that? Do anybody got any one of you in chat who really honestly, be honest, if you have time, it's fine. Just means you're not quite busy. But like, who has time for that? Because I mean, I don't think a lot of people have time for this. This is like, you must have got bored with, you must have like got bored with jerking off with both hands. Like, not only just your dominant hand, but your other hand. You're super bored at this point. You've jerked off so many times that that's not even fun. And so now you've got to troll a lady and burp into the thing and say like stupid stuff. Like, it's weird. It's weird. It's just, it's giving, you know, I'm a little too familiar with both my hands. I'm super bored. And now I got to troll Z. It's weird. Like, I would have just blocked her or wouldn't answer her. I mean, obviously she's being a jerk to him too. Like, she's coming out like at him saying stuff too, but it's just like, I don't know. His comments back to her are so childish. She's trying to, you can see she's actually trying to just get some receipts off of him from something. And then he triggers her to piss her off. And now she's saying rude things, which, you know, isn't good either. But like, he gets her going. Like, I feel bad. Like, she should have not even responded back to him, but he shouldn't be in here burping into the thing either. It's just so childish to me. This is America now, guys. This is what we got. These are the debaters of America. Like, he's burping and now she's kind of just, you know, she's being mean back to him. But I mean, he'd piss me off too, I think. You know, he's trying to just be so rude. And I think trigger her, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know, but it feels like he's trying to trigger her. I don't know. Yeah, he's just as zesty as Blake is. Yeah, he does do it on purpose, I think.
I can't decide between Miller or I got this other shitty American beer, but I can't decide. I think I'm going to go with the Miller, Z. I do. I think I'm going to go with the Miller. I'm going to go with the Miller for sure.
Yeah, I think he's just basically trying to trigger. Like, she's trying to have a conversation. She's like, if my husband did that to me, immediate divorce. But she's desperate. I get it. Love her. Strong queen. And this is like her kind of, I think, going after his wife, which is rude, you know, which is pretty rude. So, I mean, I kind of get his response here, like saying like, I'm just going to have a beer or whatever. She goes, also, I think I just heard something. It's Charlie Kirk spinning in his grave because he effing hated you. And then he shows a beer. He goes, Miller it is. And then she comes back with, the only reason I'm not suing you is because I know you're poor. Bro wouldn't even be able to cover a free public defender. Also, Charlie Kirk paid for that beer, not you. And this is his response to that.
Also, this fucking game, Mistfall. Don't get this game. Terrible fucking game. It was a bad decision. I'm rethinking my entire life. I really shouldn't have got this game. Terrible. It's just, it's fucking awful, Z. It's an awful game.
I think he's on, like, I almost, like, guys, I'm starting to really honestly feel bad for the dude. I think he's literally bored. I think he's at home drinking alone, playing his video games, big surprise, and he's bored. I think he's like bored. I almost feel bad for him. And she is being kind of a jerk, right? She's being kind of a dick to him, like saying shit about his wife. And like, I mean, at this point, I think that should be off limits. I really do. Like, if you're the public figure, yes. You know, like I said, even on my channel here, if there's people that come in my comments and they're ignorant to me, that's fine. You know, I'm out here. I'm putting myself out here. My opinions aren't the only opinions. Some people just don't agree with me, and some people actually hate me personally and think I'm an asshole and all this, and that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. But don't go after everybody else in my comment section. Don't go after all these other people who have nothing to do with anything, right? Because they don't deserve it. You guys, just because you watch me and you comment in my comment section doesn't mean any of you guys deserve to get any kind of BS from somebody in my comment section, right? I, on the other hand, that's fine. I accept that when I come out here and get on here and talk, but you guys don't. And it's like, don't go after my husband either, and that kind of thing. Okay. So my mom just said that she's always in the comments and very opinionated. All right. Yeah. I mean, if she's out there bitching and putting her 2 cents in, then yeah. I mean, I guess she does deserve to get a little bit of but I don't I don't know. I think they're both trying to trigger each other at this point. You know what I mean? I do. And I think honestly he's home alone bored and this is what he's out here doing, you know. It's like kind of a little much, but he's just it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad what he's out here doing. Like this wasn't even that bad. Like some of it's a little bit weird, but it's not that bad. He seems to be kind of just being a dick, not really saying anything horrible to her. He did call her a bitch, but maybe she was being a bitch in the comments we didn't get to see, right? She could have been being a bitch. But let's see what else he has to say here. This is kind of funny. It's at least entertaining, right?
This one, though, it's called Survival Fountain of Youth. Fucking great game. It's severely underrated, too. It's only like $5. If it's only $5, Z, hours of entertainment. Highly, highly recommended.
Yeah, she's basically saying like, Charlie paid for all this. She said, effed up, you should appreciate what he's buying. And that's when he said another game. And she said, if it's only $5, you might be able to afford it. Maybe it's a splurge, but I believe in you, King. And then he says, I made a stone spear. I made a stone spear. It's epic. And he shows her the spear he made. I'd have had to start asking him questions about the game myself. I'd have been like, that's pretty sweet. What game is it again? Like, and then of course he comments again. I mean, these two had to both been super bored this night. Like, what are you even doing at this point? It's 10:45 p.m. She's got her sound off. You can see her sounds muted because they're just going back and forth. Like,
now, could you ever make a stone spear like that?
I could totally do it.
I don't fucking think so, Z. I don't think you could. Me, though, no fucking problem. Made that shit like it was nothing, Z. Took me, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes max, and now I'm going to go hunt down an animal for lunch. So, how you like that?
And him keeping saying her name's a little creepy. She said, I have better things to do than make stone spears. I was too busy making millions of dollars, Andrew.
Well, have fun doing that then. But for me, stone spear making is the epitome of all that is gaming, Z. It really is. It's just wonderful. But, you got to go make your millions or whatever it is you got to do. I get it. I understand.
I feel like he's like, whatever this is about, he's losing. And this is what he's saying, like coming back with. Because he sounds like a teenager. It's kind of weird. It's just kind of weird. You know what, Carmen, he made this in a video game, so I don't know. He could be hunting, like he could be going hunting. I'm not sure what the game's about, so who knows what he's hunting. But yeah, he does drunk streams called TikTok invasions. Oh, dang, I'm missing all this, KK. I gotta see this. Ninja Bones says, see, total troll. Yeah. He smells gamey. He will never admit defeat. Yeah, I feel like that too. He's drunk a lot. Yeah, I think he might just be a sad guy, to be honest. You know what I mean? I really do. I think he might be sad. But honestly, like, he's not being mean to her. He's not being that mean to her. He's trying to just deflect her. And he's not being like a real, he could be saying some horrible things. So I'm very surprised he's not taking it to the next level. This is, Kayla, this is Z Cohen Sanchez from Unfuck America. Yeah, not mean, just trolling. Yeah, he's just kind of trolling and keeping her busy. I mean, at this point, I don't know why either one of them, they both have to be so bored right now. Like, to be doing this at 10 at night, 11 at night. Like, this is funny. It's kind of cute, actually. Now that I'm watching the whole thing, it's kind of funny.
Just listen to this soundtrack with the fire crackling.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna play that because it might do what do you call it? But her comment after the thing about the spear, she said, debate me with the receipts or I will be the worst fucking pest of your life. Or you scared after I mogged you last time. I get being scared. And then let me just mute this while this one plays. It's video game sounds, a song from a video game, which I don't want to play because you know how they get awfully, did this to my whole live stream over a 3-second scary song I played the other day. It was so stupid. All right. So after that one, she said, you're such a retard. Holy shit.
You know, the conversations are two-sided, and now I feel like I'm just talking to the void. Here I was, just waiting for you to give me an answer after I was talking about this fucking game, and you just left me hanging. It's very rude, Z. You're a very rude person.
And then she says, bro, just because you can't talk to his wife doesn't mean you can't talk to me. Doesn't mean you can talk to me. I'm busy. Either debate me or I'll be so fucking annoying. Now that's a little much too. Like if he doesn't want to debate you, you can tell why, because he probably doesn't want to lose, right? That's why people don't actually accept the debates, or they just don't feel like it. I'm not sure the background on this though, and who his wife would be referring to. She didn't say your wife. She said his wife. So I'm not sure.
Mean. All right, see, fine, I guess. If you got better things to do, you just got better things to do.
Yeah. And then she sends him like whatever this says down at the bottom. I can't tell, farts or something. I don't really know. It's pretty silly though, in my opinion. Allegedly, right? Allegedly. They kind of both just were going back and forth off of each other, I feel like, and he wasn't that bad in this, I have to say. So for them to post this like it's some huge huge issue, I don't know. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. See, Project Constitution was like, shocking. Andrew Wilson sent a series of extremely erratic voice memos last night, and that was this whole thing we just watched. But I didn't think they were erratic. I think they were a legitimate, I think he was just being a troll. I don't think it was erratic, but this is what it was about. She said she reached out to him last night asking for receipts about Unfuck America. Instead of providing evidence, he started sending me slurred voice memos while apparently drunk, went on random tangents about a video game, and even sent photos of his beard. This is genuinely concerning. I hope Andrew gets the help he needs. I can't with these guys. These people are brutal, bro. Brutal. They're brutal. I want to see the comment section. It's not clicking in. Come on. Okay, here we go. I want to see the comments. Can somebody please check in on him? He's very unwell. Does anybody around him even care about him? This is heartbreaking. See, that's messed up, dude. That's kind of messed up. And then somebody posts this. I can't. Apparently, he also forfeits his values if he's paid enough. Okay, I give up. You win, internet. I will allow TPUSA to pay me, but I'm not supporting Philadelphia, or women's interests of any kind or gays or being nice to Zoomers. Unless you pay me enough, then maybe there's room to talk about Zoomers. Yeah. So you don't get money through Act Blue. You have your own Act Blue link. I don't know what that is. That was hilarious. Your dumb ad homs and false bravado were flatly ignored and you were trolled for hours. Why would you ever think this made you look good? Also, that was an A+ spear, height of handmade weaponry. Oh, this is S tier trolling. Oh Lord. Yeah, so that was that, right? Pretty funny stuff. But let's see, let me just go back to the other tab because we definitely are not done looking at all this whole thing about the debates. I just had to interject that because you guys asked about it, and we definitely go off topic here and there over here on this live stream, but we are going to go back to the debate section where Candace and Andrew were arguing over the, what do you want to call it? The terms of this debate, right? They had terms to this debate. Candace expressed what she wanted and he argued with her back and forth until he got basically what he wanted to begin with. Okay, so Where did we leave off? Okay, so this one, make a 500K, absolutely not, final offer. And then she comes back with all other minor details regarding opening statements, etc., can be ironed out offline. Just entirely unnecessary, and I've never seen anyone require this when agreeing to a debate. It's a discussion. The job of moderator is to make sure people are given adequate time to respond and speak. Do we have an agreement? And people just, you know, yeah, he didn't really answer in here, I guess. She just wanted an agreement about that because he was giving all kinds of whatevers. He says, can I get clarification? It's Friday. So do you mean like next week? Like would next Friday work? Second, the topic itself, all claims made by yourself about the case pertaining to Tyler Robinson and Charlie's unaliving are on the table. And we each get at least an hour to cross-examine the others' many claims. The rest of the format, I can give a proposal on including opening statements and rebuttals if you want. Third, 3.5 hours, correct? I can bring 3 people, including my own camera guy. This is totally fair. Is this correct? And that's when she said, like, bitch, this is like annoying. This is my final offer. We do it like this, etc., etc. Here we go. I'll accept your 300K. I want it in person in my studio. Yeah. You can bring your own team of 3, etc., which we did check out. So that was that one. And yeah, it continues. It continues. She said, sure, you can get clarification. Yes, next Friday would work for me. Yes, you can bring your cameraman if he makes you feel better. So you are now approved to bring 4 members of your team plus a cameraman. Plus, I have just approved your moderator. For clarity, this makes your team bigger than my own, and I'm fine with that. No, you don't get to now add in this weird stipulation regarding a 1-hour cross-examination. You have been requesting a debate since May. We will debate the Tyler Robinson case and the evidence which you claim is overwhelming. As I said, as long as it takes. No time limit. If you feel it can be done in 3.5 hours, then great. If you need longer, then we can keep going. She just basically like, bitch. You know what I'm saying? She's literally doing the same thing she did with Victor Marx. She's setting the tone, like, you know, and that's when she said, like, you know, adequate time to respond. Lionel chimed in and said, by any reasonable standard, Candace's terms are exceptionally accommodating. She's accepted the date, approved his cameraman, permitted a team larger than her own, approved his moderator, and imposed no artificial time limit. The only condition she understandably and rightfully rejects is a newly invented 1-hour cross-examination provision never contemplated in the original challenge. The record is therefore clear. Candace has granted virtually every logistical request while preserving the essential bargain, i.e. a substantive debate concerning Tyler Robinson and the evidence. And that's the thing we saw with his debate with, that's what we saw with his debate with, what's his name, right? Stu Peterson. They decided to debate on the same exact type of deal, right? That the overwhelming evidence, and Andrew Wilson just came in there in the dark, right? It was super dark, and all you saw was a cigarette lighting up every 5 seconds. He's like, and you're stupid, and you know, just dumb. Answer my question. Answer my question. Answer my question. It was just a really long, stupid ass debate that we saw. It was so dumb. We watched it, and I was just like sitting there, like, you know. He brings up these text messages so many times, like these text messages. And I said, listen, I'm like, what text messages? They were pictures of a phone. And then everybody kept saying they had the metadata. They had the metadata. They didn't show that shit. If they had it, they didn't goddamn show it. So I didn't see it. And so therefore it doesn't exist, right? They keep trying to tell us what we saw, and it's wrong. They're trying to tell us what we saw when we know what we saw. We sat through it and watched the entire thing right here together. We know what we saw. It was just the dumbest debate I've ever seen. Poor Stu, he literally tried to do his best, and this dude just kept changing everything up and doing all this weird shit. It was soups annoying. It was so annoying. We were screaming at the thing the whole time. We were like yelling. We had a watch party over on Discord, and we watched that, and then we watched the Candace Owens things, but it was just like, Yes, I do have both of those pulled up, KK. I want to like watch a couple minutes of them at least. I hope we have enough time. We've already been here for an hour, but I might actually do a separate video where we just maybe a separate live stream where we watch through those this weekend, maybe. That might be fun. Let me know if you guys would like to do that. I mean, we don't have to watch the whole things, but maybe like click on a few different things on both of those because I really want to know what was the difference. Why was he on there twice? I never even watched either one, so I literally have no idea. So I'd like to know what he even said and, what the hell's going on with that. So I think it'd be fun to watch those this weekend. Maybe we'll do a live stream tomorrow about it. So anyways, Andrew goes again 4 hours later. See, my mouse never wants to work. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong with this thing. Okay. So then Andrew comes in and he says, then we have an agreement. If you agree to have your claims cross-examined, this debate isn't specific to just give evidence against Robinson by the state. That's improper framing. Like this bitch is going to tell Candace how to debate. Like this bitch is going to tell Candace Owens how to debate. Like he's going to tell her like this is the right format of how to do a debate. Here's the thing. Okay. You can debate however the hell you want. There's no like, if you're sitting down with somebody, it's however you guys agree to debate. He's like improper framing. It's also, he says, it's a debate also about your claims regarding this case and Kirk's unaliving. Do you agree you also need to support claims you have made as well? If so, then I agree to these terms. And no personal attacks, no ad homs. If one is made, that person loses by default, enforced by the moderator. Do we have terms? If so, say so, and we will book it for Friday. And Candace comes back with this. Are you ready, guys? She says, sure, you can get a clarification. Yes, next Friday works with me. Yes, you can bring your cameraman if he makes you feel better. So you are now approved to bring 4 members. And she also says, yeah, she basically, hold on, I thought she did another one, but this is the one we read. She said if he makes you feel better, but she doesn't address the fact that he wants to lose by default and stuff. She addresses it. I know she addressed it somewhere. Let me get back to it because I know she says it somewhere here. Oh yeah, here we go. She says, stop adding in these stupid last minute addendums. Quote, you lose by default if you use an ad hominem attack, unquote. Stop being so soft. The public will decide who the winner and loser is. You don't get to direct them in that judgment with some obscure fine print clause. I've literally never heard of a person trying to negotiate an automatic win clause. LMAO. Glad we've agreed. My team will reach out to iron out the details. See you on Friday. I loved it. Like, she's like, bitch, I don't think so. You're not going to tell me I automatically lose if I can attack you in some certain way. Like, no. Yeah, she cannot. That's the thing I think is going to be his biggest mistake. Candace controls herself big time. Candace controls every single emotion in those debates. Dude, if Victor Marks didn't teeter her off her like rocker, this dude isn't going to. He's not. Victor Marks tried it for 45 minutes when that debate first started. She literally sat there and was like trying not to laugh at him for 40 minutes while he tried to make her so upset. And she just sat there like, she's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. She let him talk for like 10 minutes. And then she was like, I'm sorry. I'm not answering that. Anyways, I think it's hilarious. I wish we had so much time for these live streams to watch some of this stuff because I'd love to watch that Victor Marks thing back through again to see just how good she is and then watch his ass debating Stu Peterson. Can see just who's the best. But you know what? It's going to be great because yeah, right? I had to shut it off because it upset me. Yeah, literally, like they piss us off and we're sitting there screaming. And then Candace is just like, no, I don't think so. I love how she was watching him and she took a nice sip of her coffee while she was trying not to chuckle. Oh my God, was it so good? She just got it like that, dude. She just got it like that. Yeah, he doesn't do well on camera and he likes it there's a reason he likes to be in the dark. Like, I don't know if it's an image thing that he puts himself in the dark and has that that cigarette burning, like Candace made fun of it. Baron was making fun of it. Oh my god. Baron was cracking me up on his member stream. I happened to be a member of his channel, and I was watching his member stream, and oh my gosh, he was bringing up all the debate tactics, and like he made so many like such good points about this stuff, and he was just he had me cracking up because he was just going off about Andrew and his stupid ass tactics. So then somebody finally just posted, "We've got a soft confirmation. This debate may be happening. It looks like Candace's prenatal pugilistic, I don't know what that is, fantasies are about to be fulfilled. She may finally be getting the fight she's been asking for, but the questions are already piling up. Will Candace lean on her pregnancy as an excuse if the debate doesn't go her way?" What do you guys think? Does Candace ever use an excuse for anything? Does Candace ever make an excuse for anything? I've literally never heard her make an excuse for anything she does. Literally never. So I doubt she's going to lean on her pregnancy. All she said was she's pregnant so he can fly to her, which is basically due to, being pregnant, not wanting to fly. I get it. Can Andrew keep his temper under control? Will Candace call the entire thing a psyop or claim she's being targeted while pregnant? Is Michael Knowles really moderating? And most importantly, will this debate actually happen? Stay tuned. We're going to give you our unfiltered opinion, working on the video now. On a side note, Miss Owens, every detail should be made public since you're so transparent about everything. Every detail, no matter how minute the detail is for scheduling this debate, should be made public, which, no, I don't think so. I think two grown-up adults scheduling a date that they can sit down and talk on a live stream for the entire world, I don't think that has to be made public. I think people can iron out the details of their hotel stay and, shit like that. I mean, I'm sure at the beginning, the moderator is going to go ahead and tell everybody what the basic general idea for the debate is and such. But yeah, I mean, Candace doesn't get tired because she doesn't let anybody mentally take her through the hamster wheel, right? She doesn't deal with it. She's like, I don't think so. Michael Knowles is 67 or 6'7", as the kids say. Oh, geez. Yeah. These guys won't answer one thing. It's, I don't care. I don't remember. Yeah. And he did that a lot in that Stu Peters one. He's like, I don't know. And then he kept what did he call Fort Huachuca? He kept calling it Fort Ladude or something like that, or something stupid, like he couldn't pronounce it. I guess it was trying to be cute. But every time he asked a question about it, Stu should have just been like, no, absolutely not. I've never heard of anyone being at Fort Ladouche or whatever he called it. Because it's true, right? Nobody was ever at Fort Ladouche. He was talking about Fort Huachuca. I would have just answered him like, no, not at all. I never heard of that fort. I would have made him say it right. And if he didn't, I would have kept saying no. Like, just stupid things like that. Yeah, she's definitely, yeah. Attorneys tell you if your answer looks bad, say I don't remember, so you don't get caught up lying. Right. Yeah, he never has an actual point. He goes to insults. Yeah. If they do endorse him, they're at rock bottom. I think it would be more, I would like to see her debate Andrew Colvett. That's who I would like to see her talk to. I don't even want to hear Blake Neff because I can't stand him. All I would be thinking about the whole time is literally smacking that bald head and hearing the slap sound when his head gets hit, or watching somebody go like this and shine up his head. That's all I would be thinking about. But Andrew Colvett, that'd be pretty fun. That'd be pretty fun to watch because Andrew Colvett, I mean, he's kind of like an airhead almost. You know what I mean? You know what I mean by an airhead, right? You guys in my generation know what that means. Kind of like airheady. So he's kind of like, just weird. Let's see. Oh gosh. Okay. So anyhow, the debate is on. Andrew says, Baron posted this. Guy, I need attention, so I'll pay you 300,000. Girl, if you want me to give you attention, you'll have to pay me 500K and do these other two things too. And Andrew says, nobody asked her to pay me anything. Baron's lying as usual. I mean, that's what we heard, I thought. Let's see. Yeah, and then this one, we saw this one. Oh, he says, and another thing, why don't why not just do it as a video debate with Knowles moderating? That seems like it would solve all the logistical problems, and then neither of us can gripe about home team advantage. And yeah, she doesn't answer that. She doesn't say anything back to that as far as I can tell. No, he wants the video. Nah, bro, you got to go now. Man up. Just admit you don't actually want to debate her then. Shit or get off the pot. Why not just honor what you said you would do and go on her show to debate her? You are the one who offered to go on her show, and now you are trying to worm your way out of it. Looks like Andrew the Con is going to lose the debate by default, chickening out of another debate yet again. He said, I didn't say I wouldn't. This is a suggestion, not a requirement. Also, I literally never offered to go on her show. You're just lying. If I did, show me. Then Nicholas says, to be fair, the video does say that you'd be happy to go on her show and answer questions with her stipulation that you'd do it as the TPUSA liaison. Should they hire you? He said, which I'm not, LOL. That was also me joking around. He goes, LOL. No, that was you lying your ass off. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like Candace is taking him up on that as far as just right yet. Somebody calls him a, absolute wussy. There's no home team advantage. If you come with hard evidence, truth, my man, you are a wussy. You've overplayed your troubled mummy issues hand. Fucked it. Another thing. Do you want to do it or not? Her offer was more than fair. Seems like you're just afraid. Goalpost moved. We know you won't go through with this, and you'll blame Candace. You all underestimated her. You're the only one griping about it. She's been more than fair, given you're the one that's been pathetically trying to get her attention to have this debate for months now. All talk, no action. Candace would annihilate him. Yeah, pretty much. Oh my God. Yeah. So it's like, you can see, guys, he's already trying to like backpedal and change the terms and change all that. It's like, you know what? And I think what it has to do with is the smoking. I think that's all it is. To be honest, I'm a smoker. I was a smoker for years. I switched to vaping. But when I smoked cigarettes, I would literally, if he can't smoke that whole time he's sitting with her, shit is going to get real, real fast, because he's going to start having a nicotine fit and he's going to start getting really ticked off. And it's just going to be one more way for her to annihilate him. I mean, that's going to make him so weak. Trust me when I say that's a huge issue. And any of you smokers out there know exactly what I'm talking about. Could you imagine not having a cigarette for 3-4 hours while you're trying to keep your mind and debate someone like Candace Owens? Oh, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Literally, oh my God, when I am having a nicotine fit, like, you literally better not be in my way. I will. Oh my God, it's bad. It gets bad. So I can't even imagine him sitting there wanting a cigarette so bad. And that's what he's used to, right? He's used to sitting there debating, like, over in the dark. First of all, in the complete dark, just a little, night light on. Now everybody's going to be seeing him in broad daylight, looking straight at his face. They'll probably have the camera right on him. He's going to really want that cigarette. And he'll probably start getting irritated minutes into this, because you figure, yeah, especially if you're nervous, like, you figure, look, you got to come in, you got to get your team all ready, right? You got to get everything ready at the set, get yourself geared up with your mic and your headset and all this stuff. And, get sitting down, make sure the kid test everything out, this, that, and the next. That's going to take a few minutes at the very least, right? At the very least. And yeah, by the time you start debating and she rolls out her whatever she's rolling out, or even the moderator just opening statements, right? The moderator telling everybody what we're here for, this. He better be wearing a nicotine patch. And even then, it's going to be tough. Because even though you have a nicotine patch, trust me when I say, you still want your cigarette. And he might have to take frequent breaks. Maybe that'll help him out. I don't know. But I imagine, like, I know when you're not a smoker, when you smell somebody that just smoked outside and they come inside, it's a horrible stench. It stinks so bad. So it's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah. The other factor is she is nice. It's her home. Right. Um, that's when the show begins. Get your popcorn. Era, I took it as a dig regarding Charlie Kirk, but maybe not what she meant. Wait, what? I missed it. I missed that comment. Sorry, guys. I'm not real sure what you guys are talking about. Talk about there. Can't find it. Can't find it. Remember when Candace on her show looked at the camera and said to Blake something like, "It's not your first time wishing death upon somebody. What the hell does that mean?" Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Probably Tyler Robinson, maybe. Because I think I mentioned that something like that in one of my comments on his stuff too. Because he was so gung ho about Tyler Robinson, they showed absolutely no proof, and to me, that's just like you're really trying to, you know, watch somebody unfairly get unalived potentially, and that's a terrible thing. I mean, he will back out. It was just to get his name out there. That could be. That could be. He might back out because I mean, it's Candace, bitch. Like, I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to do it, especially if I had to pay her that much money to do it. Shoot. But he's crowdfunding it, right? All of us are going to pay for it for him, right? I mean, we're all going to pay for him to do it, right? No, I think what'll happen is he'll try to crowdfund it and no one will pay for it. Or you know what? That's not true, because I bet you a lot of people like, I don't know, Erica Kirk, Blake Neff, they'll probably fund that one. I don't know. If he's crowdfunding it, you know, because I don't think that could be like donations from anonymous people and they can put the donations in. Thank you so much, Painful Truth, for the super sticker. I really appreciate that. I totally appreciate that. So yeah, I think it's really gonna be a fun one. I really do. Blake will fund it. Yeah. Blake might fund it because he's probably thinking like Andrew's gonna get over there. He's gonna just slay that. He's gonna slay that debate. But yeah, Andrew has over 650,000 subs on YouTube. Yeah, I guess I gotta figure out what he's doing and try to be. Maybe I should just be a larger dick. I don't know. How does like that's the thing I don't understand. Like, how do people that are so horrible, how do they get these people that follow them? Is that because the world is so terrible now that people want to see that kind of thing and see these horrible people? I don't get it. It's wild to me. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. Yeah, subs aren't dollars. That's true. I mean, look at people like Paramount Tactical and stuff. He has a huge following, but his videos don't get any views at all because people don't like what he's talking about. You know, they don't agree with his points of view and they think he's being a jerk and things like that. So yeah, might have a little bot farm of subscribers. That's true. Yeah, because the thing about it is I know myself, when I used to get on YouTube, I would watch a video by somebody who had more subscribers just because I thought, oh, they have so many subscribers, they must be really, really good. They must be better than this person or that person because they just have so many subscribers. They must be great. And so I would choose to watch the bigger videos when I used to come on YouTube. And then I kind of started realizing that that's not always the case, right? They just happen to have larger subscriber count, but a lot of small creators are really, really good. I watch tons of small creators now. I actually subscribe to almost every small creator I come across, and then I'll watch their videos when they pop up. You know, I try to support the smaller creators because a lot of times, and the thing about YouTube is this, guys, look, YouTube was a platform for, this has been taking me off lately, big time. YouTube was, first of all, I think it was a dating app at first when it first came out, and then it became a place for everyday people like you guys, like me, to come on here and make our content and share with people. And it was ours, right? It was ours. There was Hollywood and all those movie stars and whatever. And then we made our own thing, and it was here, right? We made our own thing. And if a person was nice enough and smart enough and funny enough and entertaining enough, they would get lots of subscribers and they would make a decent living on YouTube. It was like the poor person's platform instead of, Hollywood bullshit. And now it's like there's all these paid propagandists out here taking money to give these messages And it's not ours anymore. They've infiltrated it. They've infiltrated our platform of just everyday people giving their honest to goodness opinions, and they've just infiltrated it. They're paying people to say all this crazy stuff. It's just, it's like, can't we have anything? Can't the poor people just literally have anything? Can't we just have our own something, one thing? It's terrible. It's terrible. MySpace is coming back. Is that for real? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have not watched a cable. Yeah, YouTube was the most viewed platform in 2025. And so, yes, now they're infiltrating this. Exactly. Now it's dirty like the mainstream media. That's the thing that's pissing me off, because we used to be able to come here and hear news and stories from people who either witnessed it, heard about it, was telling the truth about whatever they were talking about, at least to the best of their knowledge, right? When you came on YouTube, you understood that it was just an everyday person telling you a story, whether it be the news, whether it be, ghost stories or whatever you're out here watching and interested in. It was a real person telling you this story, and it was their hard work, their opinions. It was them that was being platformed. And we choose to watch, we choose to give those likes. Those are so important. We chose to give those to people that we liked. Just supporting creators because they're just like us, and we wanted to give that to them instead of giving it to these Hollywood assholes like Blake Lively and all these bitches out here. And you know what we found out Hollywood has been up to, right? They've been up to all this really nasty stuff, according to the Jeffrey E. files. And so we don't want to give Hollywood our attention anymore, and we've been watching YouTube. But it's like, now that it's dirty, it makes me really sad. It really does. You got people that, like that whole halftime show from Turning Point USA during the Super Bowl. They had to have, in my opinion, allegedly fudged those view numbers, because that thing was stupid. That wasn't even good. It wasn't even good. And they had all these views, and even Candace debunked that on her show, showing like how it was so ridiculous. And it's like, so they I don't know, they just fudge all this stuff, and it's like they get all these paid sponsors. It's like, if they have money, they just get more money, and the poor people just struggle. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame, because this used to be for us. It used to be ours. And now you don't even know who you're watching. You don't even know if that person's telling you what they truly feel, what they truly think. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, I don't even care if the creators have crazy pasts and do all this crazy stuff, and then they come out here and they do something different. Even like with Erica Kirk, so what? She had a crazy past. We all have a crazy past. Oh, the shit I did when I was in my 20s. Oh my god. We could do a whole show about that alone and have a whole channel for that. Me telling you all these crazy stories, shit I used to get into. That's like when you're younger, right? Everybody screws up. Everybody does crazy stuff. Then we grow up. We get old. We figure shit out. I can understand that. And I don't even mind that. But I hate when people are bought and paid for, and they tell you things they don't believe in. And they're telling you things based off of what someone's making them say, and not based off of their own life experiences. You know what I mean? A lot of us can see through all this bullshit because we've been through some shit. Right? We've been through some shit, and we can see it all. We can see what's happening and things like that. And yeah, it's just like, then you have these people out here, and it's almost like you can feel that, they're not really telling the truth. They're not really telling you what they honestly think. Because I don't mind if somebody has a different opinion to me. I know we all have different opinions, but at least let it be yours, and don't come in here and argue with me over an opinion that someone paid you to have, because I don't deal with that. I don't like that. It's terrible. Let's see. Vossi said, read Candace's post from 2 hours ago. All right, let's check it out. Thank you, Vossi. Let's see what she said. Go to Candace. Let's see what she said. All right, 2 hours ago. Oh shit, she's telling him off. Okay. Oh my god, what's he bitching about, dude? Is he for real? Oh my god, this guy. Oh geez, oh man. He says, Okay, this was hers. She get clarification. He goes, that isn't fair at all. I am just agreeing anyways because that's what I'm used to. However, I will walk into the lion's den as always. And then let's see. And then she says, this isn't fair at all, LOL. She goes, how can we further accommodate you, Andrew? I traveled to Los Angeles, surrounded myself with 20 feminists for a debate via Jubilee. I did not get to set the terms or bring in my own team for live fact checks, and yet I managed to get through it with less whining than you right now. I never once described it as unfair or as a lion's den. I literally traveled with one person. You are debating just one person. We are allowing you to bring a rapper-sized entourage, plus your own camera, and agree to the moderator that you selected. Would you like us to provide lunch? How can we make this debate more cushy for you so you don't pretend it's somehow unfair at the outset? Dude, this dude's a pussy. This dude is a pussy. Sorry, not sorry. And Unfuck America comes in and said that's what he's known for. He did the same with us when we tried to schedule a debate. He's also known for pulling out last minute. So be careful. He's considered the biggest diva in politics. We call him Andrew Diva Wilson. And Sam Parker says the Lions Den, LOL, drama queen. The Prego, Candace Owens beating TPUSA 6 smoking Andrew before the debate even happens. I know that's right. It's time. May the best argument win. Dang, girl. This is about how I feel right now. I'm like, damn, girl. Thank you, Bossy. Thank you so much for pointing that out. That's a good one. Dude, she is already kicking his ass. She's already kicking his ass. He's just revealing what a pussy he is. I'm sorry. That's exactly what he's revealing. There's no other word for it, guys. I'm sorry if that offends you, and then you got the wrong channel, because that's exactly what he is. I mean, come on, son. It's a pregnant lady. It's a pregnant lady. Are you kidding me? Honest to goodness. Allie Fowles posted something here. What a total fag. He's so feminine. Oh my gosh. Andrew Wilson trying to open the pickle jar. Mm-hmm. I have to laugh at this one because I'm the one that opens the jars at my house all the time. Literally, everybody brings them into me like, here, you try. And I always get them open. I think this is hilarious. Maybe Andrew doesn't jerk off as much as I said he does. If he can't open a pickle jar, maybe he doesn't jerk off very often. My bad, Andrew. My bad. Oh, Lord, this is so crazy. He acts so tough, but he's crying this isn't fair to debate a 7-month pregnant woman that he has been smearing for a year now. Ask if he needs a tampon, too, while you're at it. This isn't fair. Literally, guys, what did I put on my thumbnail? She says, bring it. And he says, "Meh." Literally, I didn't even know this. I didn't even know he was whining like this. This just happened. I knew he was a whiner. See? Such a whiner. Oh, wait, is it Vossi's birthday? Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness. It's my birthday. And instead of having fun, I'm going to be checking for snarky Candace comments. Oh my gosh. You know what? We're going to have a watch party for that. I think that's what we should do. I think we should totally have a watch party for that. I really, really do. I think it's going to be, I think that would be hilarious and so much fun. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think we should? Do you think we should? His wife was talking crap about Candace, saying he couldn't smoke. She called her a Karen and said she was going to call HR. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. She is a Karen if that's the case. You got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh. I hate summer. Summer sick. It's too hot to be hot. Oh man, I'm sorry you're feeling bad, Kathy. Yeah, it is too hot for that stuff. Just tap the corners with a spoon. Exactly, Jeannie. Everyone would much rather Candace talk to Rachel and explain what's really going on. Yeah. We got to start using back out, y'all. Yeah. Only when he pulls out too early. I can't. He's got carpal tunnel. Oh my god. Yeah, the pickle jar is kind of hilarious. I can't. He's more hormonal than a pregnant woman. You got that right, girly. You got that right. Yeah, he can bring his wife to defend him if his feelings get hurt. Exactly. Oh, it was olives. Okay, it was olives. My bad. That's his tactic. He'll never do this debate. You know what? I think he might try to just be like, I couldn't get the money and she wouldn't debate me unless I paid her. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll put that crowdfunding thing up and somehow, like, I don't know, not be able to get the money. Maybe he'll put it up last minute or something like that. Maybe that'll be a way he gets out of it. Cause that would be like a excuse, right? I couldn't get the 300K and Candace wouldn't debate me unless I paid her. And then it'll be like, Candace is a horrible bitch. She demanded $300,000 to even just have a conversation, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you guys think we should do it as a watch party? I think that would be so much fun. Holy crap. I think that'd be a blast. We would have a blast picking on this D-bag. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. All right. I think it's a date. We're going to have a watch party. If this happens, of course, this might not even happen. And if it doesn't, we should just get on here and make fun of him. That is crazy. Yes. Happy birthday, Vossi. He got triggered when that girl mentioned his wife having 3 baby daddies. I think Candace would obliterate him. Yeah, he showed his hand on that one. Everybody was saying how, like, I just thought that was weak. I mean, you can't, you can't let people see your triggers if you're debating somebody because someone get him a testosterone pellet. Oh my god. Stay low key. Said someone get him a testosterone pellet immediately. Stat. This boy needs testosterone. Stat. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Norway in the house. Welcome in, Sven. I think I'm saying that right. Sven. Wait, Svening Estava? I might be saying that wrong. I apologize. Yeah, then why did he offer it? He's the one that offered it. Exactly. This is the point. Like, I don't know. They try to twist everything and make it like, they try to, he's just trying to twist it all around. Oh wow. Look, guys, Candace might have used Chat GPT. I doubt it. I doubt it. Look at the double dash. And even so, who gives a shit? I use Chat GPT all the time. No, I use Grok. Let me tell you all, to make my descriptions, I use Grok every time. I tell Grok what I want to talk about, and then I say, please write me a description for my video that looks very nice and very put together. Because guess what? I don't have time for that nonsense. And Grok can do it in 10 seconds, and then I can copy and paste it and I don't have to type it. That's just me being lazy. I'll admit that immediately, right away, 100%. But it ain't Grok sitting here hanging out with you guys, talking to you the whole time. Like, who cares if someone uses that? I think anyone over 40 on the whatever podcast is weird. I agree. It's kind of giving creepy uncle, like creepy uncle, creepy granddad. Like, seriously, like, ew. Like, ew. That would be great. Oh my god, that would be so good if she came out with sparklers or some firecracker, or you know what, little sparklers in her hand and in a sparkly suit, and was like, "What up, Andrew? Let's do this." And had like a clapping going on in the background. That'd be so good. I wanted to debate him with the cute pigtails, not the bun. I like the braids. I like the braids down the back, the double braids. That's what I think she should wear. What do you guys think about the hair? What hair should she do? She'll probably put in the battle bun just to intimidate him, because everybody knows it's a battle bun at this point, right? We all call it the battle bun. So she'll probably use those as little intimidation tactics like the battle bun. But I think the double braids makes her look wicked. That's why I keep using them. Like, not wicked like a wicked person, but like really cool. Like a hard ass girl. Like, you know, she's a badass bitch. I think it makes her look cool as hell. So I've been using that one in my thumbnails because she just looks so cute like that, I think. Creepy, angry uncle. Yeah. Creepy, angry uncle. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. So not only does this Andrew Wilson tick me off, but you know who else really ticks me off? Officer Tatum, or former Officer Tatum, because I don't think he's an officer anymore. Okay. So Officer Tatum, he just annoys me. I feel like he's paid, he's just a paid guy. Like, you know, they pay, like, people just pay him and he does stuff. He's got like all these followers and he's super huge. I think Candace was even friends with him at one point in time, but he's super annoying. Okay. And in this Nolan Wells case, there's a lot going on. I haven't covered it because it's a lot. It's a lot of details. There's so many people involved in this. There are a lot of like twists and turns and a lot of lawsuits going on and just so many things, And unless I really go and download all this information into my brain and figure out what's actually going on, I could get up to date and we could start covering it. If you guys are interested in it, I don't mind covering it. Thank you, Just Suze, for the $10 super chat. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, if you guys are into that, I'll definitely start covering it, because it is another case of like something weird's going on, right? There's something about it that just isn't adding up. And yeah, Officer Tatum, he decided to start interviewing these boys that were on the boat during this, on a, like, you know, right around the time that this kid was supposedly unalived. At least he went missing at that point. There were these boys on the boat heading back home, all of his friends supposedly without him. He didn't make it back on the boat ride, they said. But according to a girl who was on the island, who he was supposedly talking to, she said he did get back on the boat with his friends and he headed off the island. Okay. So there's just some weird stuff going on with it. And Officer Tatum, from the beginning, has been interviewing these young boys who were supposedly on the boat with this, you know, who took him over there on the island and was with him that day. And these boys are all very suspicious because they were supposedly with this kid, and he ends up, you know, found face down, drowned in the water 2 days later after they, you know, whatever. They waited till pretty late in the evening to tell his mom that they, you know, he was missing. There's all kind of stuff going on with his mom too. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So Officer Tatum, he put his 2 cents in right away. He got right on this case and he started covering this case pretty much right from the jump. Well, I was watching Trent Out Loud, and it was pretty hilarious what he had to say, because there's some stuff going on with between him and Officer Tatum, okay? And you've got to see this. It was so funny. I just want to share this with you guys and react, because this was so hilarious. If you're on the vertical, Tamara, just go to the description and click that link, and it'll take you over to the regular screen. And there's also a pinned comment in the comments that has the link in it, and it'll bring you to the fuller screen version. We do have 2 versions going. I apologize. Yeah, the link is pinned, and it's also right at the top of the description, like the very first thing in the description. Just click it and you'll be to the other one. All right, so let's have a listen to this. It's hilarious. He calls out Officer Tatum, and I lost it. Let's have a listen.
911. I need to report a missing person immediately. He's a former officer. He goes by the name of Brandon Tatum. Yes, he's been missing for 12 hours now. We seem to think that he may be on the run and fleeing an interview with Trent Out Loud, an interview that he asked for. Oh, yes, we think he is very afraid. Oh, no, he's not dangerous at all. You don't have to worry about that at all. Sorry, can you hold on 1 second? I just have to do an intro for my YouTube video. When I am done with my phone call trying to find Brandon Tatum, we are also going to address an investigation, a sham investigation brought about by Mississippi against Nolan's mama, Christine. And y'all know we don't play when it comes to Christine. I am also going to address Bart's coach, who had the nerve to say at a press conference yesterday that we have no information linking Bart to the Nolan Wells investigation. Excuse me, we all heard the CEO call.
Yeah,
Damn
there's
it.
some crazy stuff going on in this case. Crazy. Yes, TMZ, they've been also reporting on this Nolan Wells stuff. And girl, oh my God, it's ridiculous. The stuff that they've been just saying is ridiculous. So all Trent wants, when we covered this case of Nolan Wells, it was like, I don't know, last week, I think, maybe. I don't know, about a week ago, maybe the beginning of this week. I can't remember. We did so many live streams. We covered this. Okay, we went over a little bit of it right after it just happened. And guys, there's been so many twists and turns since this happened. It is very, very crazy. They actually, somebody report, like his mom, Nolan, the deceased boy's mom, actually has a doctorate in nursing. So she went all the way, right? This is the highest level of nursing you could get. She went and got her doctorate in nursing. She's never had a bad report in her life, like nothing in her work history. Suddenly, somebody actually filed all these claims against her, and she was put under investigation by like the board and shit. Like she could have lost her nursing license and all that. And she actually went to school to get her doctorate. Like she went all the way, right? How much schooling to get a doctorate? It's a lot. So she could have lost, not only did she lose her son, but she could have lost her livelihood over somebody filing this report and trying to get her in trouble. And it's just been a lot, okay? It's been a lot. There's so many twists and turns. And like I said, Officer Tatum got involved. He posted some pictures. He posted a couple of pictures in a video very early on in the investigation. He sent them over to TMZ as well. TMZ had them and they reported on it. They were like, look, this is proof that Nolan was not on this boat when they left the island that day. This is proof. All these kids are innocent. Here it is. And they were showing a couple of pictures and a little snippet of a video. And let me tell you, all that Trent Out Loud wants is the metadata. He said, listen, when do we know? When were these pictures taken? When was this video done? We just want to know, because it could have been any day, right? We looked at the pictures of the boys compared to the pictures of the boys on the boat, and they all had different outfits on. We immediately noticed that, right? They didn't even have the same outfits on as in the picture that was taken that day. We come to find out Nolan's phone had literally not one single picture, not one single video, nothing about that day on his phone, nothing. And the phone was found with the friends, allegedly. So a lot of weird things going on with this case. Officer Tatum comes out and he's like, look, the boys are innocent. Look at this video. Look at these pictures. And Trent Out Loud said, listen, we just want to know the metadata because we don't know when that video was taken. We don't know when those pictures were taken. We want to see the metadata. So he sends a message to Officer Tatum and he says, let's see the metadata. He even said he was actually on TMZ. Trent was on TMZ and he said the same thing to them. He says, how do you know this was taken that day? Do you have the metadata? TMZ said, yes, we know from everything that was told to us, plus the metadata, etc. So he says, listen, if you have the metadata, I want the metadata. Let us all see the metadata. Let everybody see the metadata. Nobody's coming up with the metadata. So it's making it even more weird. Then Officer Tatum evidently tells Trent, hey, just bring me on and interview me, and then I'll tell you everything you need to know. He says, I'm trying to get the metadata. Let me get a hold of the boys. I can't remember what he calls them, but he reads all these text messages in this video. It's pretty funny. I just wanted to have a listen to the message chain because it just shows you. And also, oh my gosh, then also Officer Tatum was on Nancy Grace and she busted him like trying to talk around some things. And you know her, she's a straight bitch. She came at him over and over. She was like, that's not what I said. You're not answering my question. She just like went off on him. So Officer Tatum's kind of in the hot seat right now when it comes to this stuff, because it's pretty weird that he put up these pictures and this video and he's interviewing these kids and he keeps trying to say like, they're innocent, leave them alone. It's very odd. It's very odd. So Trent Out Loud is calling him out hard. And I wanted to take a look at these messages that went back and forth between the two of them, because he really went to town on Officer Tatum. And it's pretty funny. Let's see if I got the right timestamp here.
Outers, let me know what you think in the comment section below. For those of you who did not see my video yesterday when I called former Officer Tatum a liar for not providing the metadata to a video that he claims exonerates the boys, please pause this, go and watch that, because this is literally like a part 2. We're going to pick up right where we left off. Because yesterday I left off with Officer Tatum, former Officer Tatum, not answering my DM, not providing the metadata, and now he has replied. So I'm going to pick up from his reply, all right? Before we get into the DMs, he first said something in the comment section. We're going to go to the comment section, then my DMs, and I will show you that Officer Tatum is afraid of the Trent Out Loud channel. And
it's pretty funny because I kind of believe him. Once you see these messages, it's like, whoa, dude, I didn't realize, like, I don't know. I just have not such a good thoughts about Officer Tatum now. Let's just say that, right? I just don't really care for him. Officer Tatum has been pretty out loud and active in the Charlie Kirk unaliving whole thing. He's been in that hemisphere as well. And he's taking the position of the Fed slop, right? He believes the Fed slop. He believes Charlie was pew-pewed. He believes all the Fed slop. He's been going on and on about it, really trying to dissuade anybody from looking any further into the case, in my opinion, allegedly. And now he has jumped into this Nolan Wells thing, right? And there's even talk that this is racially motivated, okay? That this unaliving of Nolan Wells is racially motivated. And there's all kind of stuff going on with it. It's just a whole big thing, okay? It's just a whole big thing. So let's have a listen to how he kind of chickened out of dealing with Trent Out Loud. And we're still waiting to hear. I'm kind of like watching this on the sidelines to see if Officer Tatum mans up and actually brings the metadata, or at least gets back to Trent, because this is crazy.
For all we know, is on the run right now because he's nowhere to be found.
He's on the run.
Now, let's go to the comment section. And because I'm a transparent person, unlike Harvey from TMZ and Officer Tatum,
Yep.
I am not only going to show you screenshots because it's 2026, things could be AI'd or doctored. I'm going to show you a video of former Officer Tatum's comment underneath my Instagram post.
And that's why I really like Trent, because he actually does bring the receipts.
Where I I said that his video was fake. You'll see right here. And I said, hey, is Officer Tatum lying? He commented, I'm going to show you the video in case he erased it, because he thinks it's AI. Here's a video beside me. Okay. Now let's read what former Officer Tatum posted about my accusations. He said, bro, you are looking for clout. I told you I'd reach out. I'm not in direct communication with these young people. These young people, that's the new word for the 3 white boys on the boat now. I'm waiting for their response. You jumped to make this video. Ha ha ha. Again, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to put the video in the comment section. I'll click it. I asked Harvey when I was on TMZ, and I asked former Officer Tatum, the video, we don't know if this video, actually, let me play the video beside me just so that you all know what I'm talking about. This video right here. Yeah. I said, they are claiming, Harvey and former Officer Tatum, that this video was taken on July the 4th, after the boys left Horn Island, and it proves that Nolan wasn't on the boat. And I said, we don't know if you just took this 2 days ago, show us the metadata, and even if it was taken on July the 4th, what time was it taken?
Exactly.
There's also a part 2 to that. It doesn't mean that Nolan wasn't pushed off the boat before. It doesn't mean that Nolan wasn't on BART boats or whatever. It doesn't say anything, but it's still part of the evidence, and we need the metadata. Yeah, I spoke with him Monday night. I waited Tuesday, I waited Wednesday, and he still couldn't provide it to me. And I called him out, and I said, I have no reason to think that you're telling the truth. So you must be lying. That's why he's saying, oh, I waited. I reached out to the boys. You should have rated. You rushed to make this video. Sir, I waited close to like 36 hours. What are you talking about?
That's a long time. I mean, listen, the guy had the videos. He had the videos. I thought he sent them to TMZ. Like, he supposedly, if you have this videos and you have this, why wouldn't you have the metadata with it? I don't understand. And if you are in contact interviewing these boys, why in the world can't you get a hold of them all of a sudden?
I didn't even have to answer Tatum because the comment section did it for me. Let's go to the comment section, okay? There's over 100 comments, but we'll just highlight 2 of them. You'll see here somebody.
People were pissed at what Nolan said, or Officer Tatum said. They really were mad about this. They're like, what?
Then 17 minutes after he posted his comment, they replied and said, so you interviewed, talked to them, and now you don't got direct contact with the quote young people. Now you've been in direct contact with them and have their numbers because they reached out to you. So how does that even make sense? Exactly. And I have no clue who this person is, okay? It's not in commenting. And that's what's great. When other people can comment and address things, you know that it's just not coming from me or just my opinion. And you can go to my Instagram right now. There's over 100 comments and they're all of them are dragging Tatum and nobody believes him. Let's go to the second comment. This person is addressing him, calling me a clout chaser. Former Officer Tatum, you're the biggest raccoon clout chaser we know right now. The audacity you're having a press tour bad mouthing Nolan and his mother Christine and people that are defending Nolan and his parents. You're getting paid off of this. Okay, that's the comment section. Let's go to right after that didn't work. He now DMs me. All right, you'll see here beside me, this is where the at the top here, you'll see this is where we left off. Like again, the way we left off in last video, saying I have no choice but to assume you're lying. We go on reading again because I'm transparent, unlike Harvey and unlike former Officer Tatum that never wants to offer any proof. Let's play the video beside me again to show that this is not AI and this is not fake. This is not generated. Here's a video. And again, I'm pulling the timestamps beside so you can see that it's real. Okay, now.
That's the thing about it is that since he took that, he took the Fed slot position in the Charlie Kirk unaliving too, right? And it's very odd. It's just very odd of the position. You're a former police officer. And these are the positions you're taking. You don't find any of these things suspicious? I mean, we find them suspicious. We are not law enforcement. We're just regular human beings and we're seeing this stuff play out. And again, we don't just like pluck every single unaliving case and go, this is so suspicious. This is something weird. Only the ones that have things that are weird and that don't make sense to the public. And it's like, if the whole public is freaking out about it, you gotta be a little more transparent. You gotta show some receipts. You got to pay attention because we don't do this over everything. And when you see it's just a few cases, like, you know what I mean? We don't just flip out about all this stuff. There's a real legit reason we're asking questions because it's very suspicious. Thank you so much. Always be true for the $5 super sticker. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. And I'm going to go actually check over on Club Watcher because sometimes you guys send a super chat over there and I've been missing them. So I really apologize for that. I'm going to start checking that more often as well. I always send an email and thank you, but just in case, I will start checking them. But let's read these messages because this is hilarious. He really just, oh my gosh, he takes Officer Tatum and man, I'll let you guys see for yourself.
Let's go to the conversation. Former Officer Tatum replies and says, there's a lot of moving parts. I'm not in direct communication with these young adults. Again, somebody already called you out. They contacted you, you contacted them, you have their phone numbers, and now all of a sudden, you reach out to them Monday night, technically Tuesday at 1 a.m. Sir, it's Thursday. They haven't got back to you. Either they haven't got back, either you don't have the information, or maybe they haven't got back to you because maybe there's trouble in paradise, sir. Maybe the white elite in Mississippi, maybe they're not happy with you anymore, sir.
Or maybe they just don't have, or maybe the metadata isn't what, that's a possibility too. Maybe they don't have the metadata, or maybe they do have or maybe they do. I'm sure they do have the metadata. They have the actual original video, but maybe it's showing something that is, inconsistent with the official narrative. Again, we've got problems with the official narrative. And again, we've got Officer Tatum in the mix. So it's just very strange. Like Hazel says, allegedly Tatum is paid just like Posobiec and Benny Johnson. They are full of shit. They would say anything about anything if you pay them good. Allegedly, it's disgusting. Allegedly, in my opinion. allegedly agree with you. I honestly do. And Jeannie posted a link to the Discord in our Club Vatra. If you would like to join, please go check it out. We're over there. You can message back and forth. I'm in the Discord server as well. Let's see. Yeah, if you'd like to chat with us or hang out with us, go join the Discord server. But let's have a listen, because the excuses just keep coming, allegedly.
You've used up all your black guy cachet and they don't need you anymore. Maybe that's not why they're not answering you anymore. Could that be a possibility, sir? Could it be maybe that I don't know, maybe you stepped outside the box that they put you in and they're like, we told you to do this and say this. No, you didn't listen to us. Boom. Now they're not talking to you. I don't know. I'm just saying, if I was out here on my channel and social media 10 hours a day, literally talking for people, and then I reach out to them and they don't answer me in 72 hours, hey, bro, that's a sign. So it's either they don't have the metadata and you don't have the proof, or they're really not answering you because maybe you're not part of the clique anymore, sir. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Let's just keep on reading on. I attempted to reach out, haven't gotten a response. It is disingenuous to say I am lying. You could say what you want. I will show these same messages about how I am responding to you in good faith and requesting what you asked for. Excuse me, sir. I asked for the metadata, not for you to respond, not for you to, I said, where's the metadata? Same thing like I asked Harvey on TMZ.
It's becoming a runaround, right? At this point, this poor guy, he's like, I just want to see the metadata. Like, I don't need all this other nonsense. Where's the freaking metadata? And it's honestly, it's that every minute that goes by and every excuse that Officer Tatum writes in these messages, it makes it more and more suspicious, doesn't it? More and more suspicious. And yes, the boys, Tom says I hit the like, but I selected the STFU because it's funny. It is funny. It is funny. I think like 30% of you told me to F off, which, come on, I'm a good sport. That's why I put it in there. It's hilarious. The boys have Trump's attorney. I'm sure he told them to shut the F up. I agree. Yeah. Somehow the boys now have Trump's own attorney. Like, it's getting wild. And that alone, again, every little detail that keeps unfolding makes it a little bit more suspicious. And Kate says, I just got here's debate happening. Allegedly. It's happening on Friday. We're going to have a watch party. We're going to check it out and just snark on the whole thing. It's going to be fun as hell. We're going to have a blast. So make sure that you have your notifications set to all because you don't want to miss it. I mean, we are going to have a blast. Like, it's going to be extra fun watching it here because we are going to just be cracking up. Honest to goodness. I just can't wait. Honestly.
Here's a quick clip. Former Officer Tatum, has he provided you guys with the metadata? Do you know 100% when that video and those pictures were taken? Can you confirm to me right now that it was taken on July the 4th?
That's what we have concluded based on everything we've looked at. Metadata.
I was on TMZ Friday. It's almost been 7 days. Former Officer Tatum nor Harvey from TMZ can produce the metadata from the video that they say should exonerate the boys. Well, if it's so powerful, how come we don't have the metadata for it?
And you know what, guys? This is another thing. Here's another example. They're telling us we're crazy for asking for these things with the Charlie Kirk unaliving. We want the metadata for all those text messages that supposedly happened that they're going to use to possibly, potentially unalive a 20-something-year-old kid. And it's not crazy to ask for the metadata. As you can see, Trent over here is freaking out because he doesn't have the metadata of the videos that he's seeing. So it's not crazy when they keep putting us down for wanting this information and calling us crazy and nuts and stuff like that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because they want it for this case too. It's just something that people want to see. It's part of the evidence. You're not crazy for wanting to see it. And as case in point, here's Trent asking for the same shit that we've been asking for the Charlie Kirk unaliving. And we don't do this with every goddamn unaliving that happens, do we? No, not at all. Only the ones that are absolutely and completely and totally suspicious as hell. And when everyone's acting weird as hell, that's when we start scratching our head and getting involved and going, what the hell's going on here, right?
I don't understand.
Me neither.
A big,
Me
huge
neither,
platform
Trent.
like TMZ, you have the nerve to say, Nolan was not on that boat. These boys could not have anything to do with it, but
They
you don't
sure
want to
did.
provide us with any proof. It's been 6 days? Okay.
Yeah.
He goes on to say, interview
did.
me, and I can explain my position if you really want to have an honest discussion. Well, sir, that is where you messed up. Let's go to my reply.
Oh shit.
I replied to his first comment and I said, you were promoting this video for over a week and saying it exonerates the boys. I would assume you'd have the proof to back it up with you, meaning you shouldn't have to go and ask the boys in the middle of the night for it. You say something like this on a national case, you should have that right in your phone. And if somebody challenges, boom, right away. The same way how literally before I show you any of these messages, I show you proof. Here's a video. Here's my DMs. That's what you have to do in 2026. Sir, you're an officer with a platform and you don't know that? Well, maybe you do know that and you don't have the proof and you don't have the metadata because maybe that video or picture was taken a couple of days ago. Maybe it was staged because in 6 days, you haven't proven anything. Okay. So I said, I would assume you'd have the proof to back it up with you. It's 2026. We live in the era of AI. You had to know you'd be questioned. But here's where I threw out the olive branch. But I'll move on to your second message because I think it addresses something bigger than this one single issue. Now, you'll see here, I reply to him asking me to interview him. I didn't ask him for no interview. He asked me. So I said, let me just read you what he wrote so it gives you context. I'll read it again. Interview me and I can explain my position if you really want to have an honest discussion. I said, all I want to do is have honest discussions. Anybody knows my channel? I'm about facts and receipts. I just want honesty. This is one of my biggest priority values in life, on and off this channel.
Isn't this so strange how this is running so side by side with what is going on in the Charlie Kirk unaliving right now, right? We've got Andrew Wilson begging for this debate. He's begging for this damn debate. Candace goes, fine, let's do it. Fine, let's go. Let's have the debate. What do you want, Andrew? He lists all his terms, right? This is what I want. I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that. She gives him whatever he wants, basically. And it's like, he's over here whining still. And then you've got, Trent, he's just saying like, I just want the metadata. That's all I want. I don't even need to talk to you. Just send the fucking metadata. And he's like, well, you can interview me. And literally watch what happens after that. It's like almost the same thing. It's running side by side, guys. This is crazy.
All I want to do is have honest discussions. And I'd love nothing more than to hear you explain your position. And I think others would as well, because that's the most confusing part, in my opinion.
Yep.
And y'all let me know in the conversation, in the comment section. Do you understand his position? That's what he says. He says, if you really want to have I can explain my position. I would love for you to explain your position and why you're so adamant about us apologizing to these boys. Everything that you do is just about the boys.
Yeah, he actually, to know what he talks about this apologizing thing. So in his last video, the video Trent made before this one, this is when he originally asked for the metadata, right? He said, listen, I need this metadata. I want to see if it's true. And Officer Tatum said, okay, fine, I'll get it for you on one condition, that you apologize to these boys once you see the metadata. And Trent's like, what? Why in the hell would I apologize to these boys? Because I just want to prove that this video was taken when you say it was taken. What do you mean? Why would I apologize to these boys? It's weird, right? And it is weird. Why would he demand an apology for these boys? He's not family with, that's not his family. That's not his friends. They're just some boys that he interviewed. It's weird. And so, yeah, it's kind of giving the same shit that's going on with Andrew and Candace right now, where she just wants to, get the truth. She's just after the truth. It's like, is there a fucking playbook for this? Is there a playbook for this? Because this is the same exact things. He's like, the guy says, Officer Tatum's like, interview me and I'll talk about my position. And Trent's like, cool, let's do it. What do you want to do? How we going? What do you want to do here? And literally it's been crickets. It's been crickets. Officer Tatum, at least at the point that he made this video, has not answered him at all. He's read the message, he just won't answer it. And so Officer Tatum, this is another one. He was involved in the Charlie Kirk unaliving. He's involved in this thing, you know, telling the stories and stuff, getting himself involved by interviewing these boys and things like that. It's just, is there a playbook? Like, we're just getting so sick of this nonsense. It's ridiculous. It really, really is. And asking for the metadata for a couple of videos where they're trying to say these videos completely and totally exonerate these boys. They want us to forget all about these boys and their involvement on this boat. It's like, okay, if you want us to do that, then let's see the metadata to make sure the video was taken when you say it was taken, and all will be well. And it's like it's a whole big thing. It's a whole big thing about it. It's like, you know, exactly. Les said if he was known for pulling out last minute, his wife wouldn't have 3 children from 3 different fathers. Oh my goodness. Oh, Tatum must be getting paid a bonus if an influencer apologizes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they take this stuff so personally, even with you know, Gary from Paramount Tactical is a perfect example of taking things so personally. I mean, who cares if we have different opinions about how a public figure was unalived? Honestly, at the end of the day, does it harm you in some way? Like, what? Why are you getting so butthurt over it? It's weird. It's very weird. And it's like, now, you know, we got Officer Tatum like, you need to apologize to the boys. Like, what? You need to apologize to these boys for what again? For what? I'm trying to see, am I getting all these messages? I think I'm getting them all in the same place. But yeah, I mean, oh, thank you. I love your name. Mind your damn business. I love it. Finally, I catch a live. You're amazing. You make me laugh all the time. You say the things I would be saying. You're awesome. Thank you so very much. That's very sweet of you. Very sweet of you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with this, but it's like, you know, it's the same damn thing. Sus of why Andrew Wilson keeps pushing for Knowles to mediate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna matter who mediates that one, to be honest. Candace is she's just gonna eat him. She's just gonna eat him up. He is going to be Mayor Marie says, I do think Nolan's friends are innocent. I have a lot of experience in boating in the boat life, and a lot of what they say tracks. You can drown with an arm's length of 5 people and they not know it. Yeah. I mean, it's just the things that, you know, keep coming out. It's just weird. And then the mom getting, you know, attacked. It's just not, something's not right with it, you know? Something's not right with it. But it's a shame that it's like running hand in hand. It just goes to show you guys that even though they think we're crazy for asking for receipts from things from the Charlie Kirk unaliving, I mean, it's not just that. People want receipts for things all the time when cases don't seem to be adding up, you know? And so it's not like we're asking for too much. And the fact that even in that last debate Andrew did with Stu Peters, he's like, oh, we have text messages, but do we? We have a picture of a phone that happens to be cracked in the perfect spot so you can't see when the picture was taken of the phone. You know, all these things just are very coincidental. And Baron Coleman did a great video on the coincidences in that case, and there's just so many. So it just goes to show you guys, you know, it's not just us with the certain, you know, data that we want to see. We want to see it for every strange case that comes about. It's not, you know, it's not a reach, I guess you could say, right? It's not a reach for us to want that information. Yeah, I can't wait for that debate though, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun if it happens. I really, now that she's agreed to it, I hope she does it, just because it would be so much fun to watch. And I just have a feeling Oh my gosh, it'd be great. I mean, there's just no doubt who's gonna win that one in my opinion, and I can't wait to see it. So I hope to goodness that they really do it. And yeah, if they do, we're gonna watch it here. We're gonna do a watch party. And I think it's gonna be a blast. Oh my gosh. We had a blast watching the last one and we just wanted to like yell it. We were yelling, we were all yelling at it. It was so funny when we did when we had it over on Discord because it was kind of like just like a one giant voice call and we were all watching it and all like yelling at it at the same time. It was so funny. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. And yeah, if we do a watch party, maybe I'll have like maybe I'll put the join link out for my channel members and they can come in and chat in the live stream too. We'll see how it goes. I think it we'll have to see if it the day comes, right? I hope it does. I hope it does. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys coming through to hang out with me. We might actually go live tomorrow or Sunday and just take a look at those 2 interviews he did with Joe Rogan because I want to see what he says. I keep seeing clips and they're just ridiculous. The things that he's saying in these clips don't match up with like the stuff he says. And I want to compare the first interview with the second interview. I just want to see a little bit, get a little more insight into this guy, right? We could do a couple of videos and just kind of react to them and watch. I think it would be fun. So make sure that you have your notifications set to all because you don't want to miss anything. Make sure you're subscribed. Also, we're trying to hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the week. So Sunday into Monday. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And make sure you set your notifications to all. Please like the video, all that good stuff. I usually don't bring any of that up till at least the end because it's annoying, but please do hit that like button. Also, what else did I want to tell you guys? I can't really remember. It was something. I don't know. We're on our way to, I think, 9,000 subscribers right now, I think. So either we're going to hit 1 million real quick, or we're just going to, crawl our way up to 9K. So please make sure you're subscribed. But yes, thank you all so very much. Yes, the whisper, like, and subscribe in a stranger's ear. They will love it. Yes, Cheesy loves my subliminal messages in my videos. Subscribe. Don't forget to like. But yes, please don't forget. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming through to hang out with me. I love you all so very much. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right.
It's a wrap on this night. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave a final word before you go. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you got a laugh, it was all worth it. If you didn't like it, I don't give a shit. Don't be a monster, hit the like. Help me out, smash subscribe. Turn on notifications, don't miss the show. Hit the like before you go. Don't be a monster, hit the like. Help me out, smash subscribe. Turn on notifications, don't miss the show. Hit the like before you go. Subscribe.